Welcome to the Lone Mart Superfast 100 presented by E3 Spark Plugs tonight here at the Orange Shows Speedway in beautiful San Bernardino, California. We are live on Lucas Oil Racing TV. My name is Mike Flanders. I'm the voice of Lucas Oil Modifieds. Live and in person also on the web at lucasoilracing.tv. For those of you in the stands, you can see the lovely Brittany down there, and she can get you all hooked up. Right now, we are going to send it right down to the track to big old Andy Shaning down there, and he's going to get opening ceremonies underway.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And again, thank you, everyone, for coming out and joining us. We've got an awesome show on hand tonight. The Lucas Oil Modifieds are here. If I can do, you know what, we did this a couple of weeks ago. Let me do this so that we can get warmed up on our clapping. I'm going to ask you all to rise here in a second for the national anthem. But first, can I get anyone who is an active duty military or a veteran to please rise and wave your hand? We'd like to clap our hands and thank you for your service. Thank you very much. And how about our first responders? Do we have any firemen, police officers, sheriffs? Can I get you to stand as well with our veterans? Thank you. Thank you for your service. Paramedics. We have our fire crew down here as well. And then with that, can I get everyone to please rise? We're going to do our national anthem, and I'm going to introduce singer, songwriter, recording artist from Highland, California, Roxy Jane.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good job. Give it up for Roxy. Good job. All right, once again, thank you very much for coming out tonight. We definitely appreciate it. We have got an awesome show tonight. The Lucas Oil Modifieds are getting ready to come out here. We've got our Bandoleros, mini stocks, street stocks, late models, 1-800 street stocks, and then at the end of the night, we've got a 15-lap barber pole race. We're glad you're all out here. On behalf of my friend, Rod Proctor, and his entire family, all of his friends, and everyone that volunteers here, thank you very much for coming out. We appreciate it. Thanks for sticking it out in the sun and the heat. And get ready for some racing action tonight. Thank you.
Good job down there. Thank you so much, Andy. Awesome job. Up here in the booth is Chuck Smith. Chuck Smith is the resident announcer here at Orange Show Speedway.
Nice to work with you.
Awesome pleasure to work with you. We're going to see some track facts here for you folks at Lucas Oil Racing TV. The Orange Show Speedway, the longest running track in California. Track opened in 1947. Built by the Army Corps of Engineers. It's a quarter mile. It was a dirt surface originally. A.J. Foyt, there's a name you know, won 3 USAC midget races here in 61. The track surface was paved in 64. About 12 degrees of banking in the turns, 4 on the straightaways. There's a figure 8 in the middle, and this stadium seats 9,000. This isn't just a racetrack, this is a stadium. This was built to last,
yes,
and it is definitely lasted throughout a lot of history here. We'll talk about that more this evening. It's a busy night of racing. Always a pleasure to bring Lucas Oil Modifieds here. Lucas Oil Modifieds are on the track right now. This is going to start our race day Today, you guys are going to see Bandoleros, mini stocks, street stocks, open late models, a modified 100 lap, a main event, and a barber pole race at the end. Again, this is our B feature for the Lucas Oil Modifieds on the track now. We do run a B feature. This will be a 40 lap feature. And one thing that makes this interesting is right in the middle at lap 20, you're going to see a yellow flag come out, and we're going to stop the field. The top 4 will then transfer to the A main. That's how this works. Bandoleros are a 25 lap main event tonight. Mini stocks a 30, street stocks a 30 as well. Open late models tonight on the quarter mile here at Orange Show Speedway. We'll be running 50 laps. The modifieds are running 100 laps, one of our few 100 lap main events. And the barber pole main event is going to be a barn burner. I can't wait to see that one at the end. Now, how many do you run a year here, Chuck, of those barber pole races?
I've seen them every time we've been here so far this year.
Every time?
Yes.
Wow, now that's impressive.
And it's very hard to keep track of for me.
All right, Orange Show Speedway, are you ready to get these modifieds running? I'm going to need your help out there. We'll count them down 3, 2, 1, and we'll get them fired up. Orange Show Speedway, 3, 2, 1. Let's get the modifieds going. San Bernardino, you were here last time. A few of you I have talked to down there in the concession area. You guys liked it last year. We liked coming here last year. Let's get on with driver introduction. Starting at the back, the 13 from Blythe, California, and a Perry Chevrolet. That's Dwight Kelly. He's going to start next to the 02. All the way from Sacramento, that is another STR Chevrolet, Valley Tire and Wheel, and Just Guns helping out the 02 of Sal Lopez. Starting in front of them will be the 21, a guy that you just heard his name, Rod Proctor out of Riverside, California, in a left-hand Chevrolet. Proctor starts next to the 40. The 40 today is piloted by Jerry Toporek out of Venice, California. That's a heap of trouble racing there. Up next in front of them is going to be the 34. 34 looking at 24 for the 4th out of Redlands, California, just over 5-10 minutes scope away. The 5 from Santee, California, that's Dave Arcee, starting there next to Mr. Forfa. Up at the front, you've got the 4X out of North Las Vegas, that's Doug Ham, and the guy with the pole position out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, William Guevara in the Flowers Assisted Living car. That's also a Race Car Factory Chevrolet. You need to be in the top 4. Will transfer, like we said. They're going to get it on. And Chuck, how many modified races have you seen?
So far, I've seen I would say 3 or 4 here. It's here, but not steadily.
Well,
we're going to change that.
Well, we try to get out here more often, but we run a 10 race series for points. We run actually 12 races. We run a bumper race at each end. The start is in Kern County in Bakersfield, and then we run the Race of Champions in Vegas at the Bull Ring in November. But this is a track that a lot of these guys know. This was their home track for a long time. These El Cajon guys like Matthew Hicks, he comes up here. He's given driving clinics here. He's raced here. You've probably seen him race here before.
Yes.
He knows how to get around here. And that's why he's in the A main. We'll talk about Mr. Hicks later. We got 40 laps of modified racing to bring at you, though, beforehand. And for those of you watching Lucas Oil Racing TV and here in the stands, we couldn't do it without Team Lucas. That includes General Tire, Geico Insurance, E3 Spark Plugs, Optima Batteries, Carlisle Tools by Napa, Bilstein Shocks, Super Clean 4-wheel parts, and of course our good friends at Loan Mart, who have the best auto title loans in the universe. 1-800 Loan Mart. You can do it from the stands. Once we're done racing, we are green here at the Orange Show Speedway. Absolute pleasure to be back here up in the booth in the city that I grew up in, San Bernardino, California.
So far, the 4 car out to the early lead.
Doug Ham jumping out in the front. Not surprising. Arcee getting up into second place early. That's what Doug would like to see. Guevara going backwards. Not sure what's wrong with the 55 or why he was moving that way. But looks like Proctor's going to get up underneath him, as if Proctor doesn't know how to get around this track.
Proctor put the bumper to
In fact,
55.
Proctor just said, you know what? Hey, kid, we're going to show you about turn 1 at the Orange Show. The 55 of William Guevara is turned around. We are yellow. Just a little bit of real estate transactions there on a Saturday afternoon.
Yes.
I always say, I'm all about talking about real estate transactions, just not on a Saturday night on any given racetrack. That's not a good place at all to talk about real estate.
So at Bristol, that would not be good?
Definitely not. Or talk all of your real estate at Bristol. You could do that one too. So we will line them back up. It should be a single file restart, I believe, since we're in the B main here. Beautiful day. It's a little hot here in Southern California. Imagine that. It's August And
It's
in the
August.
summer.
It's hot.
It's hot. You know, I'm sure that there's some folks tuned in up north in like British Columbia. We have a lot of Canadian fans up there. We thank you so much for tuning in and coming out to the races when we're close to you. But as close as we get to Canada is Salt Lake City, and we've already been there. So, you know, they're thinking it's cold. They're thinking, I don't know how they live out there. That's just summer.
Green flag back in the air here at Orange Show Speedway.
Doug Ham leading Dave Arce and Jerry Toporek in that heap of trouble racing at number 40. 13 having issues back there. That's Dwight Kelly all the way to the back. Guevara starts in front of Proctor as race control determined Proctor caused that, so he'll go behind the 55. Top four are pulling out a little bit on the O2 of Sal Lopez, who is the first non-transfer spot so far. But we're only on lap 4. Again, we're going to go halfway in this 40-lap B feature here at Orange Show Speedway. Ham looking good in the 4X. Drivers have the sun right in their eyes. For those of you at home, yes, you can start to see the shadows come in. The sun will go down. The sun is going to play a factor here in the early stages of the race evening. Here coming out of the Yeah, it always is. Always is. And if you've never been behind a race car, you don't understand how much little time. Oh, and there's a
34 and 40 got together.
Almost a heap of trouble there
Yes.
for Toporek in the 40, but maintained the 34 there. You're looking at Tony Forfa, the fourth. Forfa out of Redlands probably has some fans here in the stands. Forfa gets around him. That is good enough for third. Still a transfer spot there. Those two don't want to battle too hard and get stuck here in the B feature. But if you end up winning the B main, hey, you get $500 and you get some points. You know, it's not like you go home empty-handed, which is why we have the B feature Lucas Oil Modified Series presented by Lone Mart.
There you go, $500.
You know, hey,
That's a good check.
hey, that's all right. You know, some people work really hard 40 hours a week, you know, and these guys show
And they
up.
don't even make that.
They don't even, exactly. That's after taxes, you know. I'm just saying, it's really nice. Again, you know, you might find yourself in trouble, need a little money, call our friends at Lone Mart. They have the best car title loans in the business, 1-800-LONE MART, the best auto title loans in the universe. Maybe you want to get a spaceship title loan if maybe you're Elon Musk. I'm sure they'll give Mr. Musk some money if you want, you know, you need some money on the rocket thing. Okay, we're good with that. Meanwhile, Doug Ham is good with where he's sitting at.
Yeah, very good.
Ham, I don't want to say it's on rails yet because you don't really run on rails here at the Orange Show. It's a tight groove. Chuck, as you've been here now, this is your home track. How do you see the groove work as a whole on a scale across the board?
It's tight. It's really tight. Yeah, they do get a little racy, but for the most part, it's really tight in the turns. Obviously, it's like a one-groove racetrack, I would say. I mean, really, if you get caught on the outside, then you're going back.
Have you seen anybody really hooking up on the outside this season yet?
Not really.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like here, which is typical of the Orange Show, has been for a number of years. And those of you in Southern California who are familiar with this track, the oleanders are, for the most part, gone. They used to launch right out of turn 1 of the E Street, which is the main boulevard that's out there behind the billboards. I can't imagine just driving on E Street. Oh, shoots a race car. That happened here quite a few times. Anyway, Doug Ham, back there getting by Mr. Kelly. Kelly's going to be, it looks like he'll be running the second half of this B feature as we are on lap 16 now. Doug Ham moving around. Doug Ham, Dave Arce. You've got the good old 34. Tony Ford for the 4th in the 34.
And there's like a whole bunch of people. There's like a whole bunch of the Forfas that race here.
Sometimes we get a couple of Forfas out in Havasu in Arizona. They'll come out. Sometimes I have 3 or 4 Forfas.
Yeah.
And when Forfa the 4th is running 4th, that gets a little. It's a mouthful sometimes. You really have to pay attention. But that's all right. He's running 3rd right now, so I'm good with that. Jerry Toporek is the guy in the catbird seat right now. Toporek has the final transfer spot right now. Or excuse me, not Toporek. Yes, Toporek does. No, I'm sorry, the 55 now has it. Guevara got around Toporek there, according to scoring, and we're good with that. White flag is out. That's why you see it there. Lap 19 coming now. Doug Ham looks like Arce. It will also be the 34, the Forfa, the 4th out of Redlands. And judging by scoring, the 55 of William Guevara going to make the A main this evening. Good run for them. That's a small team. They've been working extremely hard. Only been running a couple years with us, but William Guevara is a champion in Havasu many times over, knows how to race a car, and is doing a fantastic job with us. So you see the rest of the field has now the top 4 have pulled off. That's going to leave us with Jerry Toporek in the 40, Rod Proctor sitting in the, 21, excuse me. And then Sal Lopez in the 02. Sal Lopez won, he won one of these B features earlier this season. I want to say it was Bakersfield, but I'm probably wrong. But I know he has won a B feature this season. I was off for two races. I was off, so pretty sure it was there. Anyways, be that as it may, we still have 20 laps to run in this B feature so far. It's as nice as you can ask for one on a Saturday afternoon. Mm-hmm. It's a good 90-ish. The track temperature's probably around 120 or so.
I don't know. I don't usually take the track temperature.
I try not to. My feet work the best. It's hot or it's cold.
Right.
And I'll guarantee you right now, it's hot. Toporek has the track promoter, but right behind him, a guy who can run a figure 8 in the car. Toporek said, "I don't care who you are or what track you run, I'm a heap of trouble." It is Heap of Trouble Racing. Yes. That is the team that powers. Yes, Heap of Trouble Racing. Jerry Toporek, Venice, California, in the 40, and they're running. Scotty and the boys getting him hooked up this afternoon, looking okay. See, Proctor's going to try to make a second groove here. It looks like if he keeps getting high into 3, he might be thinking with those onions. What was it? The onion sponsor he has. That's little green onions. He might put some little green onions on top of that Heap of Trouble. Now, that's a heap of trouble if you got a pile with some little green onions on top.
Yes.
Not so bad when we're next to the barbecue, but.
And you know, I gotta be a little biased here. I gotta root for Rod Proctor because he is my boss.
That's true. You know, and I get that. That's okay, Chuck. That's okay. I would do the same thing. Proctor trying to work Toporek here. Toporek has the bottom line really the 40's looking pretty good as well as it's looked all season in the times I've seen it running. He's got it right down there on the bottom, which is where you want to stick it. Proctor trying to throw some little green onions to the top.
Just can't seem to get it done.
Nope. Now it looks like Proctor's getting into 3 way better than the 40 is.
Yes. The 40 comes up off the very bottom of the racetrack.
Yeah,
just a little.
Just a tad upset, and that might actually be helping. We don't know. We're just the announcers. You know, hey.
Oh, finally.
Proctor working up underneath. Almost had it in a half slide job move right there. Rod Proctor, for you folks who are not familiar, watching at home at lucasoilracing.tv, he runs a figure 8 car here too, which is kind of similar to a modified with higher fenders, much higher fenders. They almost look like a dirt modified.
And actually, we have a 300 lap figure 8 race coming up in November.
I hear it's one of the biggest in the country.
Yes.
You guys are getting folks from all over the country coming to that race.
Yes.
I've heard about that. That's a 3-hour figure 8 fest, and those guys get it on. You know, but if you've never experienced that, make sure you're here. Check orangeshowspeedway.com for all of their current schedule, the lineup, everything there. In fact, I think you can get tickets online for Orange Show Speedway online as well.
Yes, you can.
Meanwhile, Toporek still holding Rod Proctor.
Yes.
Behind him. I'm impressed with this run so far. We're just a little past halfway in the B feature. Up next, you're going to be seeing the kids in the Bandoleros running a 25-lapper after this B feature. Proctor's saying, move over, Toporek. Toporek says, well, then you get around me because I'm only going to move where you move me. And it almost looks as Toporek has decided to be a front rudder for the boat that's behind him, you know?
Yep.
So if he can manage to just drive Proctor kind of where he thinks he wants him. Proctor's losing a little bit of body up at the front, but that doesn't look like it's too much to worry about at all. You really see it good on Lucas Oil Racing TV. Good to have you folks tuned in around the world. Share it with your friends, and for you folks in the stands, go down and see the lovely Brittany underneath the lucasoilracing.tv easy up down there. Get yourself a discount card for a subscription, and it's so inexpensive. It is brutally inexpensive. If you're a fan of motorsports 24/7, if you're a gearhead and you want to watch it on TV, you want to be streaming lucasoilracing.tv for sure.
And there's actually a code that you can get $5 off for a 1-year subscription.
Yes.
That code is LORTV5. Lucas Oil Racing TV 5.
See, we try to keep it simple. That's
I like that. That is very
keep it simple, you know. And we want to keep it inexpensive. That's because that's what it's about. And we love doing that for you fans. And we hope that you would support us in our endeavors. This is our first year, and we are carrying all of our Lucas Oil Modified races presented by Lomar. Okay, now Proctor's had enough of Toporek.
Yes. Yellow flag flies.
The yellow flag's out. Proctor had enough. Toporek was holding well there as they were coming to get the white flag. Actually, they were coming out of 4 to get the white, but that's looks like it's going to change. They'll probably do a come down, do a lap, then they'll take the white now. But we'll wait to see what race control says. They are the ultimate, decider here.
So.
Replay is showing that, yep, looks like that's a heap of trouble when your modified's going that direction.
Yes.
As we only try to turn left. When they turn right and you didn't even mean to, that would be some interesting GoPro footage to see there on the top of the 40. As long as you don't have an inertia problem, or maybe motion sick, you might need to take some Dramamine before you watch that footage. But and for you folks in the stands, don't think that you can't see this when you go home. Go to Lucas Oil Racing TV. We do archive this. And if you have MAV TV on your cable or your TV provider, then you can also catch this at its normally slotted time on MAV TV. They're usually about 6 weeks out. Check MAV TV or lucasoilmodifieds.com for the air date. All right, race control saying, you know what, get it together. There's only 4 of you there. Proctor's up next to Jerry Toporek, who should have the lead coming down here to take the green. They're going to take the green at lap 18. So we're going to see lap 18 here. They're going to race back to the white. Proctor going to try to get up underneath him. Toporek went as high as I've seen him run into all afternoon there. Again, maybe
bumper to him just a little.
Yep, just a little, but it's almost like the 40's parking right there in front of him. Proctor going to try to move under 2, might get him now, but they got loose there. Going into 3, Toporek holding off the 21. Proctor might just get here coming out of 4. Proctor punched it, chicken, but Toporek said not good enough. How do you like that, San Bernardino, for a finish to the B feature of the Lucas Oil Modifieds?
Wow, great finish.
That was, we can't do fireworks in the day, but that's as close to fireworks as you can get.
Yes.
And Jerry Toporek, our B feature winner today in the 40 out of Venice, California. Holy moly. Talk about a heap of trouble. I don't think they had a heap of trouble today. Proctor, judging by the view here on the TV, boy, they're going to need a lot more little green onions to repair that.
Yes.
Here comes the finish there as they come out of 4. Lucas Oil Racing TV showing the replay right now for the folks at home.
He just
Proctor,
got loose.
hey, we like to say punch it chicken when we go racing in Havasu, and he punched it chicken right there coming out of 4. Just not enough of those Hoosier 700 series up underneath there to stick.
Right.
But again, the track has its own lingo and language out there, and I think that's what happened. But who would probably know the best would be Rod Proctor when to do it.
I'm going to talk to him after the race.
The guy knows his way around this track.
Yes.
I'm sure of it. I know this for a fact. All right, we're going to go ahead and throw it down trackside to the lovely Andy there in that beautiful orange shirt. Andy, you're going to talk to our winner here shortly. Yes, sir?
Hey, Flanders, I don't know if you know this, but so I'm a figure 8 guy, and Rod Proctor's a figure 8 guy, and so is Jerry Toporek. So we've been probably the last 10 or 15 years, those two have been battling it out. And I'll say that Rod has probably had the better of that in the figure 8 track, but looks like Jerry got the best of him tonight. What an awesome finish. So give it up for Jerry Toporek as he gets out of the car, hanging on to that win, cashing in on the $500, and Rod Proctor's going to get a push off and an awesome effort right there. Jerry. You get his Hoosier necklace on there. Jerry, nice job getting beaten and banged on there by Rod Proctor. Reminded me of the old days when we were running figure 8s, but awesome job. How'd it go tonight?
Well, we were doing pretty good. I certainly hope to transfer to the main. We couldn't quite hold the bottom, and guys got by me. We held it as long as we could in the main, and then Rod got by me, and I don't know what kicked in then. Home team disadvantage or what? I'm not used to getting my lap or my position back here, but under the circumstances, I'll take it. Yeah. First of all, thanks to everybody for coming out. We couldn't do this without you. Series sponsors, I'd like to thank Bilstein for putting up the money for the B main. It keeps those of us who don't make the main all the time or hardly ever really interested. Really appreciate that. Our sponsor tonight is Lone Mart, a title sponsor for the series. We really appreciate what they do for us and for the track here. We couldn't do it without them. And most of all, of course, Lucas Oil, who supports grassroots motorsports all over the country, and without them, there wouldn't be much left. Obviously, I'd like to thank my entire crew. I couldn't do this without them as well. So, thanks to everybody here. Thank you. Keep up the good work in the figure eight. I miss it.
Good job from Venice, California. Give it up for Jerry Toporek. Nice job, Jerry.
All right, thank you, Andy. So next up on the schedule, we have our Bandolero 25-lap main event.
And our Bandoleros we like to call our father and son series, right? Most of our late models, fathers driving in the late models and sons driving in the Bandoleros, and we got a bunch of them tonight. There's more than one, so we have I'll say fathers and daughters as well, since we have
And for you guys watching on Lucas Oil Racing TV, here's a race recap of the B feature. Started well, started good. There was a little bumping and banging at the back of Proctor and Guevara. Nothing too major, but again, it was a heap of trouble up there. Heap of trouble. Jerry Toporek was hanging on there, hanging on. There's some more bumping and banging. Toporek said, bring it. Not a problem. The 55 stayed behind him, and as they come down, here we go again. Here's the second portion. As after the transfers have went on, Toporek said, you know what, if you want it, Proctor, come and get it. Proctor was looking in one, and then as they come down for the final, almost. It was close. That was going to be the white flag, the first one, but here's the second after the restart. Toporek leads him. And Proctor said, I'm going to get you. Toporek held on and wins the B feature here at Orange Show Speedway. For the B feature in the Lucas Oil Modified Series presented by Lone Mart. Are you stuck in a financial rut? Team up with Lone Mart to get your finances back on track. Call now and drive away with cash today with an auto title loan from Lone Mart, 1-800-LONE MART. Best part, there's no prepayment penalties. Lone Mart, same day cash, 7 days a week. Welcome back to LucasOilRacing.tv. We will be listening to Chuck Smith here. Chuck Smith going to be calling the Bandoleros here at Orange Show Speedway.
Thank you very much. You can feel free to jump in whenever you want to. So far, doing some pace laps right now. I'm going to keep my eye on Chase Shackelford at the 10. I've seen him dominate here before. And the 48, that car is also pretty good too. Austin Edwards in the 18, doing some good stuff with Yaps. That's kind of a fundraiser deal for them.
You know, he raised over $3,000 at Havasu 95 Speedway last season to bring home to those animals. Yes, he's a very good ambassador for
yes, I've talked to him several times. And
he's a character.
That's one of the subjects we always talk about. So, always a fun time to talk to him. Of course, always fun to talk to any of these guys.
I always find it funny to ask them, so how many racetracks you been to? And they usually go, oh, a whole lot. They go, well, how much is a whole lot? Some of them will say, well, like 128.
Wow.
We haven't been to 128 racetracks.
Maybe 128 races here.
Yes, maybe. You're all of 6. I
Right.
don't think you've been to 128 racetracks. Hey, I think I was at like 11 by that age.
Austin doing some good stuff up in Madeira, though, I can tell you that.
Madeira's a fun track. Madeira, I know and these cars really do well at Madeira. If you folks get up north to above Fresno up there into the town of Madeira and can catch a race at Madeira Speedway, good folks up there. Kenny Shepard does a fabulous job.
Austin's actually running a junior late model.
You know, these kids, they step it up.
Yep.
I love it.
Every year. Okay, this is a record for Orange Show at Bandoleros, having this many in the field. And green flag in the air for the Bandolero main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. 25 car Looking to the outside, spin. Oh, wow. Huge pile up. I don't even know what to say about that.
Back in the day when they'd give you a traffic alert on the radio, they would call it a SIG alert.
Yeah, that was a singular.
So I think we have a SIG alert in turn 2. That's a Southern California traffic joke for those of you sitting in Oklahoma going, what's a SIG alert? Not sure what that is. I'm out of smokes. No, that's not what we're talking about.
Oklahoma, huh?
They,
All right, now
they're watching. Yeah, let's see what happens here.
3 car got into the 25, and they just piled up from there. 18 got into the back of him. 6.
Ran out of real estate.
31. Wow.
In HD, it looks really good. Again, for you folks in the stands, lucasoilracing.tv, you should be a part of it if you are not here watching a race live. It doesn't get much better for grassroots racing.
Oh, no, definitely not. And, of course, I like our big monkey that we have over there, our big gorilla.
Yes,
Car
yes.
title owns, Lone Mark.
Well, sometimes you have a gorilla on your back, Do you need cash fast? You can refuel your wallet by getting the cash you need from Lone Mart. Open 7 days a week. Lone Mart can help even at the track. Call 1-800 Mart to begin today.
Another one of our sponsors, Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse.
Wear your favorite tie.
Yes, very much so. If you want to get it cut off, that is. So looks like we're going to get this mess cleaned up over here and get back to racing shortly, hopefully.
You know what's funny is seeing a GoPro on a Bandolero because it almost looks like a full-size camera.
Oh, just so you know, we do have a little droid that likes to hover above the racetrack and get some good aerial shots.
Well, see, and for the folks that don't know the area, there's a Norton Air Force Base is just over the way there, which now to see an aerial of this would still look as horrific.
Yeah.
We're watching a replay here on Lucas Oil Racing TV of again, that is a 6-car melee.
Yeah, about.
Now, I don't know if that's a record. Is that a new record for the Bandos? Did they just smash another record? Like we have the most Bandoleros we've ever had at Orange Grove Speedway, and we just wrecked the most we've ever wrecked in turn.
Yes, exactly.
And it doesn't look like any of them were seriously hurt too bad.
No.
Because there's still 9 of them.
They're all there.
Yeah. Good job, kids. Good job. Again, okay, now the age bracket here again, Chuck?
Age bracket, I'm not too sure on that myself. Time and scoring would be sure.
Was
Probably.
it like 5 to 12-year-olds or something like that, I believe?
Honestly, I do not know.
Come on, Chuck. I'm
I
trying to
do
keep
not
you
know.
honest here, buddy.
I know you're trying to keep me honest, and I really don't know. Andy would probably know downstairs, but
Andy knows a lot of things. That's why he's
Yes.
downstairs.
Yes.
That's why he's down there. Because
why
he
he's
knows
down
he
there.
knows
I'm up here.
Toporek and Proctor, or hey, that's why we're all where we're supposed to be.
Yes.
And hoping race control can get the kids where they need to be. Which, funny, coincidentally enough, the kids will line up quicker than the adults will.
yes, they will.
It's almost some nights, and I hate to say it early, but some nights you want the Bando kids to come out and show the rest of the field how we line up quickly and efficiently.
So we have 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks like we have 8 cars on track right now. Yeah, there goes the 9.
There's the ninth. I was going.
And there's a 10th over there, too.
Yeah, I didn't learn Common Core math. I mean, it was real math when I was in school, but I thought I just counted 9. Well, hey, we're just the announcers.
Yeah.
We're just commentating, having a good time up here.
Yep, always.
A great time here. Lots of history at this piece of property, I'll tell you.
So hearing that lineup is good from race control.
Race control is saying that it's good. The tasers have been put away in the flag stand. That's always a good thing.
That's
Oh, well, we're in California. Can you have a taser in the flag stand? No. Or is it a 10-day waiting period, maybe? hey, I'm from Arizona. Oh, no, here's number 9. Come on, 38's
okay.
back. All right.
38's back on track. So
I feel better.
There's the 9.
So, again, if you're judging at home and scoring in Canada, the answer is blue. That's Common Core math.
All right. Well, how about that blue 48 there in the back? Looks like Jimmy Johnson, but it's not, is it?
No.
That is Cody Camille.
Yeah, that.
And he's also another car to watch. Him and Chase Shackelford, they've had some serious battles on this track before.
I don't see the Eshelman, Team Eshelman here this evening.
Team Eshelman?
The Eshelman girls down here. And the gay girls also, Madison and Allie. They race the Bandos too. They race out with us. They'll race here too. You'll learn.
All right, I'll learn.
Well, hey, when there's twin girls in the house and dad's rich and sometimes there's just too much estrogen.
Wow.
And Danny's a heck of a guy and Richie's on on his daughter's cars. And he's actually he was a Lucas Oil Modified champion in 2006, I believe. Danny Gay was our champion. Anyways, we're not even close to that. Here's the band.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Green flag back in the air. And we're racing again here at Orange Show Speedway.
Listen to the horsepower put down by those Briggs and Strattons.
Yes.
Really rattles the grandstands as they come across the front straightaway.
Hey, we got through turn 1 and 2. We got through turn 1 and 2.
And the 7 just.
Oh,
well, the
turn 3 and 4.
the 7 decided he wanted to dance by himself, and the 38 said, "I have a better spin move."
And then they go spinning over there in turn 2.
Again, that's a SIG alert in turn 2. Having a good time here in San Bernardino, California. If for you folks at Lucas Oil Racing TV who are watching live, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
If you're not familiar where San Bernardino, California is, unfortunately, a lot of people know where San Bernardino, California is now after the tragic incidents that happened that we all know about. We're not even going to talk about because we're having a good time. But the city is trying to rebound, and we are about 60 miles east of Los Angeles.
Okay, we're gonna go to a replay right now.
The good old replays here. Let's see it how the HD cameras for the Lucas Oil production staff saw it. See, that just keeps everybody, just mad at the announcers. You're going to learn that, Chuck. You're going to learn that. You'll get hate mail. You'll get hate mail.
Now I got one for you.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that are watching online have not heard of where I'm from. Rancho Cucamonga.
Well, they may have if they saw, what was that, Next Friday, that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga or wherever they is. There's something. Yeah, Rancho Cucamonga is about, well, let's see. Originally, it was just all Altaloma.
Yes.
Back in the day. And there, Rancho Cucamonga is between here and LA, but it's closer to San Bernardino.
Yes.
Just on the other side of the 15 freeway. That's pretty much what is the line between
That's pretty much it.
Rialto, Fontana, San Bernardino, and then you get into Rancho Cucamonga.
And that is my hometown.
And I still like it. It's cool. I'm from this side of the 15 freeway. You're from that side.
And I know we're going to see a driver that is from Rancho Cucamonga later on tonight.
Oh, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Glad he's here this evening with us.
Green flag back in here, and we're back to racing and end of the main event.
253 laps is his main event. Right? Oh, 25. I'm looking at the wrong sheet.
25 laps. And so far, the car that I'm going to be watching is in third place, Chase Shackelford in that 10 car. And Austin Edwards right behind him in fourth. Current leader, the 3 car.
The 38, Jacob Scheidecker loaded his own car. I saw on Facebook. They were working on that car this week. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, they were. Watching the fire up there. There was a big fire up on the high desert here. For you folks not familiar with the Southern California area, a huge the Blue Cut fire was burning, and there were some race teams that were directly in the line of fire. Fortunately, everybody made it, as far as I heard. And as far as I saw in the pits, everybody made it, so that's always good. And a big thanks to the firefighters that were up there and taking care of that, and structures and the people that are getting back to their homes. Big thanks to the firefighters in the Blue Cut fire.
Yes, big thanks to them. So the 3 car out to the early lead right now. 25 car in second. Chase Shackelford in the 10 in third. And right behind him, closing on him, is Austin Edwards in the 18. The 8 car getting lapped. Good battle right now going on the track with Austin Edwards and Chase Shackelford, 18 and 10 car. 48 car decides he wants to dance too.
48's been dancing, has some tire rub on the right-hand side.
I did not see that.
Yes.
Thank you for spotting.
But hey, I just color commentate this. I just watching the race with you, brother. Getting up underneath, might get some yellow paint on there now. All right. The 48's trucking there.
Cody Camille trucking in the 48 car. Austin Edwards getting underneath the 10 car right now. That moves Chase Shackelford back to 5th, if I would be correct. Chase Shackelford battling back underneath Austin Edwards. Doesn't want to give that 5th spot up. Says, no, I want it back. Takes it back.
Yes. Good battle there. That's for 4th.
Yes.
Correct?
4th? 5th.
5th. Battle for 5th.
4th. Yeah, excuse me, fourth.
Fourth, fifth.
It's one of those two.
Hey, you know, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. This is a 25-lap feature. And for those of you at home and in the stands, usually the announcers sound smart, but we're going to sound really stupid and uninformed this evening because our transponders aren't working here at the track. But we're only going to sound like that if we don't do our job.
Right.
So, you know, that's why we didn't know if it was fourth or fifth, because, I mean, really.
And they're battling again.
There they go. Now, again, now that's for fourth.
Yes.
All right.
Austin
We're all on the
Edwards
same
has
page.
Chase Shackelford wants it back, though, so we'll dive inside, but can't get the job done.
Yeah, the 18.
That's
getting it on.
That's like the most exciting battle on the track right now.
Yeah, but now watching Cody trying to get through
leaders,
traffic back here going into 3. That was a heck of a move. Cody Camille is just threading the needle. The 48.
Yes, he is.
I don't know if he's got nitrous in that thing or what this evening.
It's on rails.
The 25. Oh, it was
the
on
48
rails
goes
till
for
the
spin,
25. Yeah, it looked like the 25 did not like what it was doing and had to bounce. Oh, bummer deal. Hey, when that happens.
Jared Giannini in the 25 and Cody Camille in the 48. Looks like that was a battle for second on the track.
It was. He was looking like he was going to the lead. I mean that. He's definitely got some rubber now. Here's the replay. Yeah, 25.
25 got right into the 48.
Yep. So now the 48 has matching tire marks, I believe.
Yes.
I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there in Lucas Oil Racing TV replay, just on the one side.
Yeah.
That's rubbing and racing.
That is. And these kids, they go after.
These are kids.
Yes.
These are kids. Kids, okay, now I'm talking to if you're a kid in the stands or at home, you can come racing. You can get in a Bandolero. You can come do this. Ask for a Bandolero for Christmas.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you.
It's inexpensive. It's
fun.
If
I wasn't 29 years old, I would ask for a Bandolero.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think we'd fit into a Bandolero
right.
too well anymore. About as well as I fit into an Indy race car. That doesn't happen.
It doesn't?
No. I've tried. And nope. Oh. Okay. So. Okay. Well, if Andy's going to jam himself, I'll jam myself then. Okay.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give him like a 50-pound block though, because I think my gut's a little bigger than his. I mean it's still sexy, but you know.
Yes, we are.
Some circles say there's a Scheidecker rule here at the Orange Show Speedway.
Really? Do you know about that?
I know nothing about that. I just hear things in the hallway. That's all.
Alrighty.
Yeah, but then they take your wristband away, I think. I don't know. We're having a good time up here.
Yes, we are having a great time here at Orange Show Speedway in San Bernardino, California. Just trying to get the right order sorted out. Make sure everybody's in their correct position before we go back green.
All right, there's a little bumping and loving between the 10 and the 18 there as they're waiting to get going.
Yep. Austin Edwards in second place right now. Field being shown 1 to go by the flag man. And that flag man, he's been here for ages. Last I heard.
Like 11 years, I think.
11.
Yeah, at least.
All right, so going to be going green flag this time by. Green flag back in the air, and we're back to racing. And they go zooming by.
The roar of the Bandoleros.
See if Austin Edwards can do anything with that 3 car. Cody Camille going right through the center of the 31. Well, 25 got ahead, but still. He was trying to go right through the center.
Camille in the 48 took it nice and high coming out of 2. He's punching it, chicken. He's got the throttle down as far as it'll go.
Yep. Austin Edwards gaining on that first place car. Chase Shackelford being gained on by the 25 car also.
And Camille getting right back up there.
Yep.
He's catching him.
Very much so.
Does he have enough laps? Pass him though.
Right.
Yep, because he's up to him now.
Yellow flag.
Well.
Cody Camille and Chase Shackelford get into it in the middle of turn 3 and 4.
Well, 48. You know, I don't think originally that car was supposed to have as many black accents on the side panels as I mean,
here we go for replay.
25 looks like he wound up the 10.
Yep.
48 was coming in hot with the 10, and there was just again
There was
running
nowhere
out of
to
real
go.
estate.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go.
Yeah. And if you're watching at home or in the stands and you're a parent or a grandparent going, well, I wouldn't let these kids run. That's how these are safe cars.
Yes.
I mean, they're slamming into the side of each other. They're very safe cars. If you're worried about that, take that off your list.
Definitely. Don't have to worry about that at all.
And the 18, is it the 18 I believe I saw for sale on the side? Yeah, the 18's for sale.
The 18 is for sale.
You know, I mean, you could take one home tonight if you want.
Yes, very much so.
It'll fit in the back of your dad's pickup.
If anybody here wants to buy a Bandolero, the 18 car is for sale.
If you drove a smart car, it probably won't fit in the trunk.
How about my Chevy Cruze?
Probably not. And it might fit on top of an HHR if you're in the Chevy.
Alrighty. So I definitely won't be buying it, but that leaves everybody up here could buy it, except for me.
Yes. Oh, yeah, Camille. Camille saying, you know what? I believe I think the 48 is the fastest car out there right now.
Yeah, I would have to say that.
But fast only gets you so far if you can't pass the vehicles in front of you.
Exactly.
Not that he hasn't had problems. You know, Cody's had some help with those black marks on the side of the 48. Let's see what happens now.
Yep. Green flag racing. Green flag back in the air, and we're back to racing. Cody Camille looking to the very inside of the 10 car. 5 laps remaining in this main event.
Camille got it to stick finally coming out of 2.
Yes.
Camille definitely running the higher line here than he was earlier.
Yep.
Might have figured something out. Might be racing with a little bit of anger now. That happens. I don't care what age you are. If you got a helmet on and you're racing, it's all the same.
Yep.
All the same.
You're going to be angry.
Yeah. It's just you learn what angry means when you're this young.
Yes.
So if there's being mad, then there's being angry on a Saturday night.
Exactly. But these kids, man, they go after.
Camille looks like and again, he's not running it necessarily his own line, but he's running the line that 48 seems to be hooking up on. A little stepped out there going into 1.
Yep.
But the 25 now going to get up underneath the 18. This is for second place.
So it looks like the 3 and the 25 are
right?
definitely showing our locals what's up.
Yeah. That happens, though. That's the 25 Jaron Giannini we were talking about there.
Yep. White flag in the air this time by. One more lap to go.
Oh, got the chase around out of 2.
Spin for solo cars.
Shackelford's around. There,
Yellow flag waves.
Oh, did not. We thought we were going to see a checker there, but there's
no. They decided to go. So we'll get a one-lap shootout, I think, to the finish.
No, shootout with Briggs and Stratton.
Cody Camille pulling off the racetrack.
Camille's had it.
Yep.
Maybe did not get. Now they don't have spotters here. They don't. There's no race control in their helmets there. I don't think.
Some of them do.
Some do. Okay, some do. I thought it was allowed, but I know it's not a mandatory thing. But
okay.
I believe.
I think they're thinking that the race is done.
That's what I thought too, which would lead me to believe that's why Camille went off. He's talking to the track official there on the track exit, which is in the back straightaway here at Orange Show Speedway.
Okay. Yeah, there goes the checkered waving. I guess we're done.
Works for me. Does it work for you, Orange Show? Is that cool?
Is that the way to end the race?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. So we will send it downstairs to Andy for the interview. Andy Shaney, go ahead and take it away, my friend. We'll give Andy Shaney.
We should see if Andy can fit in the 3.
Yeah, sure.
You know, you're saying he'd squeeze himself in.
Andy, why don't you go ahead and hop in the 3 while you're at it?
He always says he can't hear us. It's times like this when he says, oh, yeah, I can't hear you guys.
Right. But it's completely silent.
Jesse Love looking good. Congratulations on that win. Looking super here on Lucas Oil Racing TV.
All right, Andy, take it away.
So we're going to throw the checkered flag on that one, and great job. I have Jesse Love. We're talking about the age group. Jesse's 11 years old from Menlo Park, California, all the way down here. Good job, Jesse. How'd it go tonight?
We were running strong all evening. In the main event, I was behind I was in front of Jaron, and he was right behind me. And then we finally caught a break when he spun out, or he got whatever. And a couple laps to left, and I hear my spotter going, the 25's charged, and he's charged, and I was like, okay, this isn't good. And I kept waiting for that white flag to come out, and it just wasn't coming out. And then when it finally came out, it was just a sigh of relief. I'd like to thank Sudden Impact, CSM Graphics, Peace and Love Art and Art Shop. I'd like to thank my dad, Chuck Diagreva and the Digaveri Motorsports, and my spotter and everybody who helped me out this evening.
Good job. Give it up for Jesse Love. Not only can he race, but he can talk on the microphone as well. Better than me. So Menlo Park, California. That's quite a drive down. So nice job, Jesse.
All right, thank you very much, Andy, for that. We will get that car off the track.
All right, here's a little race recap here. Lucas Oil Racing TV and our friends Bill Stein helping out with that. Little Bandos got going well here. I think we talked about a sig alert there. That happened. That was a terrible first lap there. We're watching the replay here as they collected a little more than half the field. They got going back again. This was a 25-lap main event. And there was a lot of love out front.
Yes.
Lots of love out front. Not so much love behind them as there were some spin outs here in the 48. Cody Camille was bumping and banging his way up there. Got rubber marks on both sides of that Bandolero, but still got spun out, spun out, spun out. The car at one time was on rails here, but just could not keep it hooked up. You can be fast, but if it doesn't hook up and you can't get it to the front, it's not going to do anything. Giannini was going there hard underneath the 18, but the guy who wins it, Mr. Jesse Love down there. Congratulations, sir, from Menlo Park. That is a truck.
That is, yes, very much so. So next up on the track, we have our mini stock main event. They will be running 30 laps. We will go ahead and get this 3-car out of the way and bring them up on the track next. Andy, you got anything downstairs?
I was going to say, we saw Bandolero number 18, Austin Edwards. He ran back there, and he's going to get in a mini stock, and you're going to see a mini stock come out here with the same number 18, and that's the same guy, Austin Edwards. And I know he qualified real well. You guys were mentioning the 48, beating and banging and making his way to the front. You're going to see another 48 a little bit later in the late models. Rob Kimley, Cody Kimley's dad, and he'll beat and bang his way up to the front as well. So a lot of father and son action tonight.
Lots of family racing here at Orange Show Speedway. For you folks at Lucas Oil Racing TV, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back with you live.
Welcome back to Orange Show Speedway on Lucas Oil Racing TV. Chuck Smith here with you. And right now on the track we have our mini stocks for their main event. They will be running 30 laps. Green flag in the air. We're back to racing right here at Orange Show Speedway. And yellow flag flies. I don't know why that yellow flag flew, but yellow flag has flown. They're in the 2-car jump that start, so that's why the yellow flag flew. So we'll line them up and try it again right here at Orange Show Speedway in the main event for the mini stocks. 30 laps. Gerald Laird, the 2-car on the pole for this race. All right, looks like we're going to try it again. Green flag back in the air, and we're back to racing. Gerald Laird jumps out. 88 car following behind. And 51 of Jim Martis now on the inside, battling for third. Jim Martis trying to get up to second place, getting underneath the 88. Jim Martis is definitely a popular name around Orange Show Speedway. I've interviewed him I don't know how many times after he's won. I don't know how many different races around here. And Jim Martis up to second place, looking for the lead underneath the 2 of Gerald Laird. Cannot get it done that time by. Outside of 2, Jim Martis on the inside. Going into turn 3, Jim Martis gets the lead. And he's bringing the 86 car with him. So out front, it looks like the top 2 have broken away from the rest of the field. The 51 and the 86 looking to have some fun with each other. 86 getting a little racy there. Of course, Jim Martis coming into some slower cars, lap traffic right now. '88 goes for a spin, and the 9 goes for a spin. Brings out the yellow flag. Zach St. Ange in that 88 machine truck. There's our flag man on TV. So Jim Martis, your current leader, followed by Johnny Soares in the 86, and Gerald Lair in the 2 in third. car Darren Mercer in fourth. As you see the restart cone out there. In the 88 being told to get to the back by the time in scoring. Not wanting to listen though. Well, at least the 88 truck doesn't want to listen really good right now. I don't know why either, except for he might be a little mad at somebody. And the 15P, it looks like, is running third right now. Yeah. Cody Parental in third. Waiting for this restart. Field being shown one to go. Finally, they got the running order sorted out. Green flag in the end. We're back to racing. Johnny Soares giving the bumper to the 51 of Jim Martis. Trying to get around him. So far, a two-car breakaway at the front of the field. And to be honest with you, especially you folks at home, Jim Martis and Johnny Soares are the two best cars that we have here at Orange Show Speedway in this class. So they're always weekly names that you hear out front out here at Orange Show Speedway. Jim Martis looks like he's getting a little loose coming out of turn 2, which allows the 86 to take a look inside, getting into turn 3. '86 lost it, got a little loose. Jim Martis was able to open up a little bit of a lead that time by. As they get into lap traffic. And the rest of your top 5 are battling out for 3rd right now. Cody Parenteau in the 15P has it. Gerald Lair wants it. Biggest battle on track right now is for first place. Jim Martis has it. Johnny Soares in the 86 behind him. We are under 10 laps to go here at Show Speedway in the mini stock main event. Cody Parenteau, Gerald Lair, Darren Mercer, all battling out for 3rd place right now on the racetrack. And ahead of them, Jim Martis and Johnny Soares fight it out for 1st. 7 car goes for a spin in turn 4. Yellow flag waves. So we will regroup and bunch them back up and let them go at it one more time right here at Orange Show Speedway. All right, thank you, Andy, for that. Jim Martis, your current leader, followed by the 86 of Johnny Soares in 2nd place. And just under 10 laps to go in this 30-lap main event. for those of you that are watching online, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. This is Chuck Smith right here at Orange Show Speedway.
You sound good, Chuck.
Thank you.
Sound awesome. You make me sound better. I like that. Or I make you sound better, one of the two.
I don't know.
And if you're just tuning in, I'm Mike Flanders, voice of Lucas Oil Modifieds, here at beautiful Orange Show Speedway,
I'm just doing what I do, California.
Hey, and you're doing just fine. If this is what you do best, I expect more cartwheels.
I don't think you'll get any cartwheels from me. That's the only thing.
I mean, there's room in here in the booth, you know. I don't know about any roundabouts, you know, but no. Oh, one cartwheel. Oh, one, okay.
One cartwheel, okay. So Jim Martis, our leader so far. Once he got to the front, he's been dominant.
Jim Martis been running here for a while.
Yes.
He knows how to get around the auto show.
He is a household name around here.
Yes, yes.
I've interviewed him I don't know how many times after I don't know how many different wins that he's had.
From the hills of Yucaipa. Yucaipa is how it's written on the map, but for those of us from San Bernardino, we always call those folks out there, oh, you live in Yucaipa.
Yucaipa?
Yeah, but hey, I went to college in Yucaipa. I went to Crafton Hills College. I went to the Fire Academy. And look, you can go through the Fire Academy at Crafton Hills College and become an announcer. Long story. If you ever want to hear it or something, you can email me, find me at a track. I'll tell you the story.
All right, Phil being shown one to go.
I like the 86 Lucas Oil car. That's a beautiful Lucas Oil car, red, white, blue up there.
Johnny Soares, he's been around here. He's been around here for a while too.
Lucas Oil's been around for a while too.
Yes.
In fact, Lucas Oil made in America is sold worldwide.
Wow.
I use
America
Lucas.
still?
It will always be made in America.
Awesome. And you know what? I will use that in my car.
You should. I do. I'll talk about it later.
Green flag back in the air. We're racing in the mini stocks main event. Jim Martis, a dominating performance so far, followed by Johnny Soares, who's looking to steal a win from him today. Can he get it done? Who knows? Gerald Lair up there in the 2 car in 3rd, followed by Darren Mercer in the 22.
The 2 is almost a throwback to a Rusty Wallace paint scheme.
Yeah, I've looked at that too, and I've thought the same thing before. I'm like, Rusty Wallace, are you out here?
Yeah,
That's Gerald Lair.
Yeah.
He's fighting with Darren Mercer right now to keep that position of 3rd on the racetrack. But up front, it's Jim Martis. It's a Jim Martis show once again.
The Jim Martis show at Orange Show Speedway. Yes, I'm sure that's been said plenty of times in the past.
Yes.
I've heard it.
Yes. 4 laps remaining. Now 3 as the leaders come across the start-finish line.
Soares just waiting for Martis to make a mistake.
Right, pretty much.
You know, I mean, that's about his only prayer right now, because you can catch Martis. Passing him's a whole different story.
Exactly.
It's like trying to get around Kyle Busch.
Not going to happen.
And if it does, he's going to let you know he didn't appreciate it.
Exactly.
Most of the time.
Yes.
Most of the time.
You know, talking to Jim, I've talked to him here in the pits before. He's a character.
Yes.
He's a character.
Yes, he is definitely a character.
White flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. Jim Martis out front. Can he hold on for the win? Will Johnny Soares take it away from him? Who knows?
Now Martis going to have to work around the lap traffic. Soares can catch him.
Yeah, coming to the checkered. Lap traffic coming to the checkered. Jim Martis gets the win here at Orange Show Speedway in the mini stock main event. After 30 laps, Jim Martis gets the win. Johnny Soares in 2nd place, 86. And looks like Darren Mercer got up to 3rd in the 22 car. 9 car finished 4th, and Gerald Lair in the 2 finished 5th. Once again, Jim Martis, your winner, right here at Orange Show Speedway. So I'm going to throw it downstairs to my partner, Andy, for the interview. Andy, take it away.
Yeah, give it up for those mini stocks. That was nice. And he's been here a bunch of times before, Jimmy Martis, in the winner's circle. Had his work cut out for him there tonight with Johnny Soares. And I believe, so pay attention to our website and Facebook. because I believe we're starting to put together a 100-lap mini stock event later this year. I'm pretty sure we're going to add it to the figure 8 race in November. So if you like seeing 20 mini stocks come out here, imagine if we put a couple $1,000s up and do a 100-lap race. That'll be awesome. So keep track of that on theorangeshowspeedway.com or check us out on Facebook as well. I think he had his work cut out for him for sure. As he climbs out of the car, give it up for Jimmy Martis. And those of you that come around here a lot, you're used to seeing him. In fact, we see him in a modified as well, tearing it up with our Just Pawn It series. But Jimmy, how'd it go tonight?
Not as good as I'd planned. Johnny was a little quicker, and I got to say thank you to him. He raced me super clean. But that goes back and forth. We race each other pretty clean most of the time. Got to thank all the fans for coming out. It's a big show tonight. And I think it's Ricky's mom's birthday. I think he brought her out. Danielle, my mom, everybody that came out to have a good time tonight. And we're going to go watch 100 laps of these modifieds run around here, and hopefully they'll put on a whale of a show for you guys. Yeah, I want to thank K&N, Jam Sportswear, Circle Track Performance, everybody that helps us out, Blue Water Technologies on the modified, and just everybody for coming out, really.
Give it up again for Jimmy Martis. Nice job. Very nice job. You got to admit, a lot of mini stocks, and they've been one of our healthiest classes this year. Always about 20 of them out here. Like I said, if we run 100 laps, and I think we got a sponsor for a couple $1,000s to win for the race in November. If you want to see a good race with a lot of mini stocks, check that out and come back a little bit later in the year in November. Be a lot cooler in November as well. Speaking of birthdays, I think in the street stocks we have Dave Foster. You're going to see the number 99. Dave Foster is about to turn 70. Just a youngster. Yeah, our street stocks. Actually, we've got a few 70-year-olds in our street stocks. You're going to see a few of them. One of them down here, 71.
Welcome back to
Happy birthday, 70 years old. He'll be in the 99.
Lucas Oil Racing TV. We'll be
All
right
street
back.
stocks are next up on the track.
Welcome back to Lucas Oil Racing TV. We're here at Orange Show Speedway. Chuck, what do we got here?
We have our street stocks for their main event. It'll be 30 laps, and they're being shown one to go right now by our flag man. So should be, these guys put on another good show. I'll tell you that.
30 laps here with the street stock. Next, after the street stocks, the open late models, the Lucas Oil Modifieds, and then the Barber Pole Racing lift this evening.
Kyle Meyer in that 56 is definitely one to watch. Green flag in the air, motor racing right here at Orange Show Speedway at the street stocks main event. No breakaway leader right off the bat. Currently Paul Johnston Jr. wants the lead, but the 11 car does not want to give it up. 11 car jumps out to the lead. Paul Johnson Jr. in second place. Kyle Meyer back there in sixth place, looking to break into the top 5.
Kyle Meyer, your point leader right now in the 1-800 Lone Mark Street Stocks.
Yes. I told you he's one to watch around here.
6 wins so far, 7 features he's been in, and 7 top 10s.
He knows how to get around here, I can tell you that. But so does Paul Johnson Jr., believe it or not. He knows how to get around here too.
He's made
Second
7
place.
features so far this season, according to my stats.
Yeah.
You don't make 7 features if you don't know what you're doing.
so far, Jay Verduzco, the 11 car, leading.
Verduzco's got the 11 out there looking all right. It doesn't look like the one yet.
Nope.
Johnston Jr., right? Doesn't have a whole lot for him yet.
No, not yet. But I'm still keeping my eyes on that 56 car. He's up to 5th right now.
And there's a good battle for 3rd.
Yeah, it's a very good battle for 3rd on the track. That is Evan McCrae and Bobby Deseroff.
McCrae, another well-known name here at the Orange Grove Speedway,
Yes.
Southern California racing. In fact, McCrae's were running this track at one time.
Really?
Yes, if memory serves me correct.
Kyle Meyer just getting past the 7 car, looks like. Took away 4th.
Third of the way through this thing, still really clean in the 1-800 Beaumont Street stocks here at Orange Grove Speedway this evening.
Honestly, they do keep a clean race for the most part, I can tell you that. I haven't really seen too many caution fests with them.
Well, they try to keep their cars clean, you know, owner and operating and all that stuff. You're not trying to wad your car up each and every race weekend. Sometimes it happens, but, you know, there's a thing called life.
Looks like the 17 getting a little loose.
17 having memories of the dirt that was here at one time.
Allows Kyle Meyer to get underneath him for 3rd.
And a good move on Meyer, who had been sitting there for a couple of laps. That was the mistake he needed.
'17 just dropping like a rock right now.
Bobby Deserov in the 17. Going into this event was 4th in points, 65 points out of first place in this division.
Jay Verduzco, current leader, so far has led every lap. But Kyle Meyer might change that tonight.
That could happen. Stranger things have happened, you know, and fortunately the full moon has passed us already, so, you know, we don't have a full moon this evening.
No, but we've had full moons.
Oh, I've been here for full moons. And this is one of those tracks that you don't want to be at full moon.
Those have been long nights.
Oh, they turn into the wee hours of the morning sometimes. Yes, sir, indeed.
Kyle Meyer looking for 2nd place on the very back of Paul Johnston Jr. right now. Looks inside.
Looking down there, going into...
And able to pass him. Oh, not yet.
Would have stuck
Now
at the
able to
line,
pass
though.
him. Yeah.
Would have stuck at the line.
Yes.
Johnston Jr. trying to come back on him.
But Kyle Meyer just says no. Shuts the door. Kyle Meyer sets the sights on the leader right now. Just under halfway. Kyle Meyer gaining on the leader right now. Jay Verduzco losing ground. 10 to go for Jay. Can he hold it, or will Kyle Meyer get him?
I don't know. Meyer's moving. Meyer's moving.
Where's your money?
I'm throwing money on the 56.
I told you he was one to watch. I told you at the beginning.
He
started what,
moving
8th?
up. Yeah. Experience the evolution in spark plug design. E3 spark plugs.
So you said you had a story with
They will increase your gas mileage. I put them in my 98 Chevy. That V8 is not built for gas mileage whatsoever. But I increased. And now I run Lucas Oil stabilizer, and I run the fuel treatment, and I have E3 spark plugs. When I put the E3 spark plugs in, 4 extra miles per gallon, I'm getting 16 and a half.
And meanwhile, on the racetrack, Kyle Meyer has all caught, just hasn't passed him yet. Jay Verduzco in the 11.
Verduzco's got that lower line locked in pretty well.
Yes, he does. But Kyle Meyer looks on the outside. Says, hey, I'm here. I want to pass you.
Is that the old Camaro out there up front?
And looks on the inside. Coming out of 4.
4 laps to go in this main event. Lucas Oil Racing TV, you guys should be enjoying this at home. It's a good 1-800 Lone Mart Street stock main event this evening. Still 56 trying to look up underneath him. Kyle Meyer has made his way through the field, but cannot get around the 11 yet. Trying.
About ready to put the bumper to him, I think.
You know, he could probably get there and put it to Jay.
Looks on the outside, going into turn 1.
2 laps to go. Whoa, the 11.
Oh, man.
Came out with a full head of steam out of turn 2. Still manages to hold the line for Dusko.
Kyle Meyer looks on the inside. Dives it down into turn 3
Meyer
on the
stuck
inside.
it in 3. That was a good move. Meyer had been waiting to make that move.
Gets the lead, white flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Will he hold it? Will Jay Verduzco get right back around him?
Verduzco trying, but now doesn't know if he has anything left. The 56 is around. Meyer said, you know what? They put their money on me. We have 1 around in turn 4. The yellow is out. And 11 is going to get his position back on the restart, according to race control.
Yes.
Because they had not completed that lap.
That is correct.
Correct? All right. Making sure your rule book kind of looks like the rest of the rule books.
So, you probably know more about this restart code than I do, considering this is my first season here. Can you explain the rules of that?
Well, the cone, we travel with Honest Abe the Cone. That's what I named him a couple of years ago.
Abe?
Honest Abe the Cone. He's tall and he's honest. Why not call him Abe, you know? The cone is supposed to, those are for the Delaware restarts, where the leader stands alone, and then from second, third on back, they're double file.
Okay.
That's usually what the cone is. You can pick the high lane or the low lane, but once you pick that lane, you can't move.
Okay.
In Lucas Oil Modifieds, you can go ahead and pick the high lane, low lane. Go ahead and move if you want, but we're going to dock you 2 positions at the next caution or at the conclusion of the race.
Wow.
That's our particular rule. Again, all rule books are a little bit different with the cone, but usually that is to let the leader stand alone and to get people back into position, letting the driver choose the high or the low lane.
Okay. I did not know too much about that. This is my first season here, so.
Well, hey, you know what? If I can give you some information, that's the least I can do.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Hey, it's my pleasure. We got to watch each other's back. Announcers, we got to stick together. We're a small union.
Yes. I don't even think we're unionized yet.
Yeah, no, I think we just did.
Oh, boy.
Having a good time up here in
Yes.
the Orange Show Speedway booth. The spa is on. Nobody's in it, but it's 104. The bubbles, there's like 18 million bubbles. I have a pool in Havasu 95 Speedway. That's what I have in my announcing booth, and it's VIP only. We get Little Caesars pizza. Join me in the pool. Have to get your tickets online.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a special show. VIP, very, very, very,
Well,
very
we're not out
VIP.
here. When we're not racing here, I will
Hey, come out to Havasu 95 Speedway. You can stay at my house. We'll show you a good time. Any of you folks here and abroad, come out to Havasu 95 Speedway in beautiful Lake Havasu City, Arizona. That's my home track, and it's a beaut. It's great.
Looks like the 11 is getting pushed off the track, believe it or not.
Oh, and just when you get the lead back.
Yeah.
Now, was that maybe one of the reasons that Meyer could get around him? Maybe there was a mechanical issue going on.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll find out later on tonight.
That's your job.
Yes.
That's your job.
After you're gone home.
But I'm already home. I'm in San Bernardino. Like I say.
That gives Kyle Meyer the de facto lead in the 56 car.
So now that's Scott Johnston Jr. sitting second.
Yes. And in third, you have Mark Whitson in the 3 car.
Looks like an old Monte Carlo over there, huh? Race control, making sure that the lineup is set.
Race control always has fun.
Race controls, you know.
I never want their job.
Somebody has to enforce the rules. See, now for you folks watching at home, LucasOilRacing.tv, and here you will see a few of those guys took the upper lane. You can gain positions, too, by choosing the upper or lower lane. You can better your spot.
Right.
So it's a luck of the draw, driver preference, or, hey, my car sucks on top, I got to be on the bottom. I'll take 2 spots back, but I got to be on the bottom on the restart. It all just depends on what's going on in that helmet.
Alrighty.
And Delaware Restart started in Delaware in the 60s. The promoter, I don't have his name here right now, but he wanted to do something different on Restart, so that's why he started the leader stands alone, double file all the way back. That's why they call them Delaware Restarts.
Wow. I've been in Delaware.
So you know that they start a little weird.
Yes. Well, Delaware's the first state, so.
Very good. That's right.
We're there.
Leave it to the veteran to give us some American history. Thank you for your service, sir. I do appreciate it.
No problem. And green flag back in the air.
Whoa.
A little bit of contact on that green flag.
Johnston Jr. got the raw end of that deal.
Yes.
The 3, dirt track in there. They thought about going 3 wide there.
They did.
They thought about it for about a second. And Johnston Jr. getting back into him.
Yeah.
Again, did not like that. That's Paul Johnston Jr. in the 0-1 there. Paul Johnston Jr. thinking he's still, again, dirt tracking in the old days at Orange Show Speedway. The dirt is long gone.
Gets in the back of the 7 car. The 7 car is still getting loose.
56 going to win this thing.
Yes. Kyle Meyer, your winner.
All right. So what do I win? I put my money on Kyle Meyer. Do I get a hot dog or something?
Yes.
Oh, a bottle of water. Awesome.
Yeah, a bottle of water.
You know, I'll tell you what.
I'll give you a bottle of water.
That's awesome. Well, I know San Bernardino's bankrupt, so, you know, I'm not trying to ask for too much. I joke, I kid.
Yes.
I can say that. I'm a native of San Bernardino.
Yes, you are.
There's not too many places you say that.
So Kyle Meyer, your winner in the 56 car in the street stock main event. Andy, take it away, my friend.
So that was Jay Verduzco in the 11, ran into some troubles from the lead and was battling with Mr. Kyle Meyer all night. I'm pretty sure Kyle's won just about every race. I think Mark Whitson may have had a win this year as well. But nice job and a great race again for our street stocks. 1-800 Lone March Street Stocks. Again, October 15th. If you like watching these guys, October 15th, we have a 200 lap street stock main event, and that will be a good one. So I'm pretty sure you mentioned it. That was Mark Whitson in the 3 finishing in second place, and then the 0-1 Paul Johnston Jr. Give it up for Kyle Meyer. I think he's discussing his battle with Jay Verduzco. Kyle had to make his way up through traffic tonight to get up to the front, and then ran probably 10 or 15 laps with Jay Verduzco there battling it out. So I'm going to hand the mic over to Kyle. He's been here enough times. He knows what to do with, so give it up again for Kyle Meyer.
Hey, thank you guys. Thanks again for coming out. We definitely appreciate it. And my hat's off to Jay. He had a great run going. He probably would have won that race on that last restart. Whatever broke, I just feel terrible for him. He was doing a great job. So thank all you guys again. Thank Rod for making our track possible. 1-800 Lone Mart, Pinnacle Peak, West Coast Collision. I got to thank Finish Line Motorsports and Rebel Sign, and obviously Ross at Stick Shift Transmission, my dad, Ron Daniel, everyone that helps us, my family and friends. I love you guys. And I'll keep it short so we can get the modifieds out here. All right, enjoy the show, you guys.
Kyle Meyer, everyone. Great division street stocks, V8s, Camaros, Novas.
All those wonderful things that you'd find at the wrecking yard, right?
Yes, very much.
Not too much anymore, though. I will tell you, folks, watching the Lucas Oil Racing TV, this is, again, now's the time to get yourself something to drink, something to eat. We're going to take a commercial break and be right back with you in 2 minutes. Join us back here in San Bernardino, California. Welcome back. Lucas Oil Racing TV, welcome back. The Lone Mart Superfast 100 presented by E3 Spark Plugs the evening at the Orange Show Speedway in San Bernardino, California. Racing continues now. The open late models are on the track. And Chuck, if you would, please.
Yes, open late models are on the track right now. Getting ready for their 50-lap main event. 50 laps tonight for them. Looks like they're going to give the field some warm-up laps to warm up their tires right now. As you know, the sun sets and temperature goes down around here. And starting grid for your open late model main event. Barry Carr on the pole, Ron Daniel starting second, Dylan Buxton the 38X starting third, Robert Camille starting fourth, starting fifth, Matt Goodwin starting sixth, Henry Wazlowski starting seventh, Zach St. Ange starting eighth, Chris Vinhurst Starting 9th, Frank Gould, and starting 10th, Logan Manila. Starting 11th, Anthony Manila. Starting 12th, Chad Ager. Starting 13th, Stan Chatwood, and starting 14th, Keith Atleague. And that is your starting grid for the Open Late Model main event right here at Orange Show Speedway in San Bernardino, California. You see our press box up there. That's where I'm at. Gotta say that. So Phil going to be showing 1 to go at the stripe this time by. And one of the dominating cars I can tell you in this race is Barry Carr. But Robert Camille in the 48 also want to keep an eye on for this one. Basically the entire Camille family. Always dominant here at Orange Show Speedway. Green flag in the air, and we're racing in the Open Late Model main event. Barry Carr out to the lead. And we have a wreck, Zach St. Ange. And looks like the 87 got together. I don't know what happened on that, if we can see a replay. And here's a replay. Yeah, they just got together. Yeah, the 87 got into Zach and just nudged him out of the way, and he got collected too. So didn't work out for either of them. But we will rack him up and try it again here at Orange Show Speedway.
You know, Zach St. Ange, Zach Attack, you can see it on the side of that car. He was running Bandoleros just last year.
Yes.
And steps up right in here to an open late model.
Yep.
A couple of the Bando kids I know of that I've called in the last few years stepped up into late models. Again, for you folks in the stands, for you kids at home, you can go from a Bandolero right into these big race cars. That's why the Bandoleros are so important for driver development at that age. Again,
so.
You can step in as a teenager and get into a late model.
Very much so.
And very competitive field, too. Anything's competitive when you got the 8 out there, Mr. Matt Goodwin.
Yes. So we will stack them up and do it again. Phil being shown 1 to go. Barry Carr, your leader. And basically, we're going to do an entire start again. So you still have 50 laps to see. We didn't even get a lap in. So green flag in the air. We're back to racing right here at Orange Show Speedway. That 117 car looking to the outside, battling Barry Carr in the 22. Barry Carr able to get out front. 38 stacks up the rest of the field. 48 on his outside, Robert Camille. And Robert Camille is just going backwards. Meanwhile, there was a wreck in turn 3 between the 36 and the 64, it looks like. Parker Malone in the 36. I've seen him win here before too, and interviewed him personally after a win. But spun out tonight. Not sure if he'll win. Car won't even move right now, so push truck going out to help him out. As you see the nice mountains in the background on Lucas Oil Racing TV. Barry Carr, your current leader. The 117, Ron Daniel in second. And in third, you have the 48 car of Robert Camille. In fourth, you have the 38 car. And in fifth, you have the 8 car of Matt Goodwin. That is your top 5 right here in the Open Late Model main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. .50 laps 1 lap in. So 49 to go. Yeah, Parker Malone telling the push truck he needs a push to get going. And there we go. Hopefully he's able to get that thing refired. And he's under his own power. So push truck will exit the racetrack right now. And we'll get back under racing here shortly at Orange Show Speedway. Hope y'all are enjoying yourselves in the stands here at Orange Show Speedway. I'm Chuck Smith, my partner Andy downstairs. Looks like Matt Goodwin and Zach St. Ange decided to take the cone. Hopefully gain some positions by doing that. Maybe get the lead and the win. Who knows? Timing and scoring, trying to get cars lined up correctly. So we're Barry Carr, your current leader. 1 lap in this 50-lap main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. Green flag in the air, and we're back to racing in the open late model main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. Barry Carr, Matt Goodwin in second right now. Ron Daniel in the 117 getting passed by Matt. Looking back to the inside. Looking to come back on the inside of Matt. Robert Camille on the inside in the 48 right now, battling Matt Goodwin for third. And that'll allow the 38 to get underneath. The 64 goes for a spin on the front stretch. Gets moving again. We stay under green. Barry Carr and Ron Daniel out front, first and second. Robert Camille behind them, 38 behind him. Matt Goodwin able to get in line in front of Zach St. Ange. So Matt Goodwin rounds out your top 5. .38X of Dylan Buxton, that's who's in 4th. Barry Carr and Ron Daniel fighting it out for the lead right now, though. Ron Daniel trying to get up there. Barry Carr pretty much has it dialed in, though. Robert Camille getting some heat from Dylan Buxton. And Matt Goodwin trying to get up there and join that battle. Dylan Buxton looks to the inside of Robert Camille, passes him, takes third. Your top two have pretty much checked out, though. Barry Carr and Ron Daniel have checked out from the rest of the field, looks like. Matt Goodwin trying to get underneath Robert Camille for the fourth place. Can't do it just yet. Matt Goodwin trying to put the bumper to Robert Camille coming out of that turn. Still trying to get underneath, can't do it. Robert Camille just has better drive up off the corners, looks like. And out front remains Barry Carr and Ron Daniel, with the 38 of Dylan Buxton trying to close in on them too and join that battle for the lead. Robert Camille has a mirror full of Matt Goodwin in that 8, though. Barry Carr is so far a dominating performance. 15 laps into this main event of 50 lap total. Barry Carr looks like his car is on rails in that lead. Ron Daniel in second, Dylan Buxton in third. Robert Camille, Matt Goodwin fighting for fourth. So far, Robert Camille has it. Matt Goodwin wants it. Has to deal with the lap car of the 28 right now. Barry Carr definitely on rails right now, dominating this race so far. Yellow flag flies for the 33, looks like that went for a spin, and lost a tire, and the 61 just hit that tire. And there goes the tire. Where's Michael Waltrip when you need him? Or Darrell Waltrip when you need him? So we'll get this 33 car off the racetrack. And hopefully they'll get that tire out of there too. Because that tire is just going to roll around. Pick to find time to leave me loose, wheel. Yeah. Okay, so they are father and son. And that tire is finally off the racetrack. They finally picked it up. Oh well. I thought they would just leave it. That is very true.
Dylan Buxton in the 38 won.
Yes.
I know Matt Goodwin in the 8 has won.
Yep, Matt Goodwin. Parker Malone, I've interviewed him before. He's back in the 36 with no hood on.
And just about everybody on the north side, these stands up here, is waiting for Zach St. Ange to finally win one of these races.
He will win one eventually. It's just a matter of time. He's knocking on that door every time.
And I told you earlier we'd see the 48. Remember, we saw the Bandolero, Cody Kimley, beating and banging his way up in the Bandoleros in the number 48, and that's his dad, Rob Kimley, in the late model 48. He's plenty fast and easily could make it back up to the front in that car.
Yes, very much. Very fast. Barry Carr, your current leader, dominating so far. Ron Daniel trying to get that, maybe can steal a win from him. Dylan Buxton in third. Matt Goodwin in fourth so far.
They're showing the 14 car to the rear of the field. And we've got normally 3 Wesolowskis, so maybe you got the right name if that's Henry or one of his 2 sons in the 14.
And we have a, yep, this is why we're in caution. Tire rolling away. Looks like that tire, if you're watching online, at Lucas Oil Racing TV, the tire came off that car that you see going on the rollback, the 33 car. So it looks like his night is done.
If you come back here in November when we run the figure 8 races, 300 laps, you see a wheel fall off, you're going to see somebody driving with 3 wheels, I'll tell you that.
3 wheels, huh?
Figure 8, we don't need 4 wheels, they'll just keep going.
That would be exciting to see. I've never seen that. And while they get this mess cleaned up on the backstretch just outside of turn 2, the rest of the field is doing half laps right now. Just to give the track safety workers enough room to do what they need to do safely and efficiently. And we are trying to get the order sorted out over at timing and scoring. And we'll have this 33 car off the track, and we'll be back to racing here shortly, right here at Orange Show Speedway. Thank you for watching online from around the world at Lucas Oil Racing TV. I'm Chuck Smith. Barry Carr, your current leader. Ron Daniel in the 117 in second. Dylan Buxton in third. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your night out there in the stands. I know I'm enjoying my night up here. So, got the 33 car off the track now. We'll be back to racing here shortly in the Open Late Models main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. Restart cone coming out this time. Who will take the cone and who won't? And Field going to be showing one to go at the stripe this time by. Barry Carr, your current leader. Dominating performance so far. 18 laps in to this 50-lap main event. Ron Daniel in second. Maybe he can get around Barry Carr. Who knows? Anybody can still win this thing. Green flag, and we're back to racing right here at Orange Show Speedway. Barry Carr, so far your leader. Ron Daniel in second. Dylan Buxton in third. Matt Goodwin in fourth. And looking to the inside, Zach St. Ange in fifth. Looks like a 3-car breakaway at the front of the field, though. So far, Barry Carr dominating tonight. Ron Daniel close behind him in second, lurking in second, waiting for Ron Daniel to make a mistake. Dylan Buxton lurking behind him in third, and Matt Goodwin in fourth. That 22 machine is definitely on rails tonight so far. Dominating, leading pretty much every single lap. I don't think anybody's gotten around him. Ron Daniel losing a bit of ground, falling back into the grasp of Dylan Buxton in that 38. Matt Goodwin back there in fourth, having a solid night. Zach St. Ange up to fifth, also having a solid night. But meanwhile, Barry Carr continues to be out front. I don't know what they put underneath that 22 car, but it's definitely dominating tonight. Ron Daniel just trying to hold on to second. Dylan Buxton up there looking to take second. Looking for Ron Daniel to make a mistake or something. So far, all quiet out front. Top 4 breakaway. Zach St. Ange in fifth. Laps remaining. Barry Carr and Ron Daniel first and second. Dylan Buxton third. Matt Goodwin in fourth, lurking. Barry Carr having a great night tonight. Dealing with lap traffic though, but able to get around that 28 car. Ron Daniel now. That 22 is on rails. Dylan Buxton in the 38 just lurking in third place. Matt Goodwin right behind him in fourth. Ready to pounce if Dylan Buxton makes a mistake. Only question is, will this lap traffic slow the leader down at all? So far, it looks like no. Ron Daniel able to hang on right behind our current leader, Barry Carr, who's in a rocket ship tonight, just going through traffic like you wouldn't believe. Ron Daniel taking the bumper to the 14, saying, hey, move over, you're slower. Dylan Buxton now followed by Matt Goodwin, who's right there just ready to pounce if anybody makes a mistake. Ten laps remaining in this 50-lap main event for the open late models. Matt Goodwin looking to the inside of Dylan Buxton at 38. Meanwhile, out front, it's Barry Carr. Barry Carr able to break away from the rest of the field. Oh, Ron Daniel put the bumper to the 0-4, looks like. And yellow flag flies once again. So we will bunch the field up and see what happens, see if anybody can get around Barry Carr in the 22, who's having a dominating night so far in the open late models main event with just under 10 laps to go. Yeah, definitely. Ron Daniel just got into the back of him and says, move over. I'm fighting for the lead, you're not. Just said move over for those of you watching online at Lucas Oil TV. So looks like we're going to put the field under a red flag, apparently. Alrighty, for those of you watching online at Lucas Oil Racing TV, we'll be right back here at Orange Show Speedway in San Bernardino. And welcome back to Lucas Oil Racing TV online if you're watching. This is the, currently we have our open late model main event on track in their closing laps. Barry Carr out front, Ron Daniel in second, and in third it is Dylan Buxton in the 38. And in fourth, it is Matt Goodwin. And up there in fifth, it is the 48 car. That rounds out your top five so far in the closing laps of this main event. I am Chuck Smith here with you at Orange Show Speedway. Thank you for joining us worldwide on the web and in the stands tonight, right here at Orange Show Speedway in beautiful San Bernardino. Turns out to be a beautiful night underneath the lights here at Orange Show. And got to thank some of our sponsors, 1-800-LONE MART, Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse, Lucas Oil, obviously, E3 spark plugs. Restart cone is out. Who will take it, who will not? Here in the closing laps of the open late model main event. Time and scoring going to get the field sorted out here. So we're going to stay yellow. A couple of drivers took the cone that weren't able to because they were lapped down. So Barry Carr out front, followed by Ron Daniel. Robert Camille took the cone in the 48, looking to improve his position, maybe still a win away from Barry Carr. And that 22 machine has been on rails tonight so far. So it's pretty much his to lose, I would have to say. Dylan Buxton, that 38 there, followed by Matt Goodwin in the 8. And a good night for Zach St. Onge in that 9 car, too. Green flag waves, and we're back to racing in the open late model main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. Barry Carr jumps out to the lead. Ron Daniel in second, trying to maintain. Dylan Buxton in third, getting his back end shoved by that 48. 48 still into him, coming out of turn 4. 48 was not happy with Dylan Buxton for some reason. Yellow flag flies. .38 and 48 battling it out, not happy with each other for some reason. .48 being told by time and scoring to go to the back. Yeah, looks like the 48 just got into the 38. I don't know if the 38 got on the brakes a little harder or what, but the 38 and the 48 just got right into each other. And 48 just hung right with him. I don't know what happened exactly. Couldn't tell you. Tempers flaring, who knows? .48 just cruising by right now. And he is going to exit the track, it looks like. He hasn't decided yet. And he's gone. So the 48 car leaves the track. Barry Carr going to have to try to break away from the field one more time after having a dominating performance so far in this race. Ron Daniel in the 117 in second, in the 38 Dylan Buxton in the third, and Matt Goodwin in fourth so far. And the restart cone is out. Who will take it? Nobody. Oh, last minute decision. Except for the 14 can't take it because he's a lap down. So nobody took the cone that time. 14 tried to, but he can't take it because he is a lap down. So he is being told to get to the back. So pretty much have a single file restart on hand. Barry Carr out in front, dominating so far tonight. Ron Daniel looking to steal a win from him. Dylan Buxton in third, also right there. And Matt Goodwin in fourth. Zach St. Onge in fifth right now. After the 48 car has left the track. Green flag back in the air, and we're back racing right here at Orange Show Speedway. Closing laps of the open late model main event. Barry Carr out front, dominating so far. Ron Daniel in second, trying to steal a win. Dylan Buxton, the 38, in third. Matt Goodwin in 8, in fourth. Five laps remaining here in this main event for the open late models. Barry Carr opening up a nice lead in front of Ron Daniel. Dylan Buxton in third. Matt Goodwin following closely behind in fourth. Rounding out the top five, Zach St. Onge in the number 9. Looks like a 3-car battle going on for that second place right now, which is allowing Barry Carr to jump out to a nice sized lead in the closing laps. 38 car falling into the hands of Matt Goodwin in the 8. As the white flag comes out, one more lap to go. Barry Carr, such a dominating performance tonight. Ron Daniel in second for pretty much most of the night, if not all night so far. Matt Goodwin was able to get around Dylan Buxton. Checkered flag waves. Barry Carr with the win in the open late model main event right here at Orange Show Speedway. Dominating performance by that 22 car tonight. Getting congratulated by Ron Daniel, Matt Goodwin, Dylan Buxton. Barry Carr, your winner.
What do you think of our late model division tonight? Barry Carr running wire to wire from start to finish in the 22 car. And you saw Matt Goodwin there at the very end. In the 8 car, Matt Goodwin got around 38. Dylan Buxton, who won our race the last time we were out there. And then running with Ron Daniel in the 117, finishing in second place. Those top 4 cars running neck and neck through the whole race. And then how about my Zach St. Ange fans? You see the number 9 up there on the board. Getting closer, one night. One night soon, I'm sure we're gonna see him up there getting a win. And I can tell you, Barry Carr is gonna be excited getting out of his car. He's been fast all year. He's been fast for a long time. And he's going to be excited, so give him a hand. It's Barry Carr. Good job, long race, stayed up front, kept those guys behind you all night long. How'd it go tonight?
Yeah, it went really good tonight, had a good setup. Hagerman's got this car hooked up. You want a fast car, there you go. Thanks to Don and Jerry Johnson. My wife, Electrical News, Glenn Cummings, the legend. Glenn Cummings, this is his car. He lets me drive it. Thank him a million times over. This is all for him. And everybody else on the crew, thank you guys for all your help this year. And all you fans for coming out.
Good job, Barry Carr. You guys know what's coming up next? Anybody come out for the Lucas Oil Modifieds tonight? Are you ready for 24 fire-breathing Modifieds to hit the track? Any Larry Gertzman fans out there? Some Larry fans? How about Ryan Partridge fans? We got any Ryan Partridge? He's not starting up front tonight. If he's going to make his way up to the front, he's going to have to pass some really fast cars. So we have got a race coming out here next that you are truly going to enjoy. These guys were running in the 15-second range. We're going to see the Modifieds a couple of seconds faster than that. Skinny tires all over the place. You saw our earlier B main. They were running, beating, and banging, having a good time. 24 cars out here on this track. All of them fast. All of them ready to go. We're going to have a good one.